Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please go ahead, subscribe, like this video, share it. We're back today with round 3, Anaheim 2, the first Triple Crown of the series, and it was a race to remember. Alright guys, starting off with the 250s. The overall results, Shane McElrath, Dylan Fernandez, and Colt Nichols. Shane McElrath, man, came through this season. A lot of people underrated him like always, but I think he's going to be your title favorite now. You know, he's coming through. Colt Nichols still holds the points lead, but Shane McElrath, he talked to Daniel Blair apparently and said that previous seasons he's peaked a little early, came out, got some race wins, and this season he's trying to ride it out, you know, get that peak later in the season to where he'll be able to take over the points lead, possibly get his first championship. And I wouldn't doubt it if he does. Adam Cianciarulo let us down again. The guy is super fast in qualifying, lays it down. You know he has the potential, man. I think he's just maybe getting a little flustered, like he knows he's the fastest guy out there. But, you know, Colt Nichols, though, the guy is not a fluke. Everybody thought maybe A1 in the mud, he won it because it was muddy, but he's still sticking around with the points lead, so obviously he's doing something right. So the points breakdown currently in the 250, you got Colt Nichols at 70, Shane McElrath moves to second with 68, Dylan Fernandez now in third with 63, and Adam Cianciarulo right behind him with 62 points. Moving on in the 450 class, Cooper Webb, everybody. I don't know what you guys thought. I know there's a lot of controversy talking about that first main event win, passing Ken Roczen with only 2 turns to go. Turns around, gives him his little bang bang. I personally like it. I know that they've had some beef before, especially going back last year to when Ken Roczen kind of took him out and other Instagram stuff or whatever, you know, but I personally like Cooper Webb's flair. I like the fire. People say that, you know, whatever, Cooper Webb this, Cooper Webb that. I think it's great for the sport when you have somebody that isn't scared to show their personality. I mean, what more can you say about Cooper Webb? That first main event win, people are like, okay, maybe he just won a main event. That's okay. But then you literally have him coming back and winning the second main event from whole shot to the checkered. Led the whole thing. And then third main event, he comes out, gets a pretty good start. Tomac takes over for the lead. Marvin passes him. He holds on the third to take the overall. What more could you want out of a first-time winner? You know, now this season in the 450 class, we've had 3 different winners and 2 different first-time winners. I think this season is going to be one of the best ones. Supercross 2019, everybody. One for the history books. All right, so I hope Bam Bam's okay. I know he went down pretty hard. The NBC footage wasn't that great of it. I know somebody else has a link to it. Check that out later. They're saying a bruised tailbone right now, and hopefully that's it. Maybe he can be back in a week or two, because he still had a pretty good overall finish from his first 2 main events, and I believe he's still in 4th place in points right now, which isn't bad for the championship. That's after he did not finish the 3rd moto, so hope to see him move up. I think that's Marvin's best finish of the year, and you know what? It's actually the best we've seen Marvin ride all year too. He was right up there. All 3 main events, he was up front, putting himself in a good position to win. He may have not pushed it like that to the end to win, but you got to give Marvin some credit where it's due. My favorite thing that happened, though, was in the 3rd main event, Tomac got the start he's been looking for all year, and pretty much checked out. I'm not going to say that any other rider may or may not have caught him if they were up there, like Roczen, if he would have got a better start, if he could have caught Tomac. But Tomac, man, he's a dangerous guy once you let him get a little confidence, let him get a moto win, let him win a main event. We could easily see Tomac take off now, click off some wins. You know, if he wins in Oakland next week, he'll take over the points lead, because right now the points breakdown in the 450 class, Ken Roczen is in 1st place with 63. Tomac moves to 2nd now with 61 points. Webb, he moves up to 3rd place now in points with 57. And like I said, Justin Barcia is still in 4th place in points with 56, right in the mix of things. So hopefully Bam Bam can get healed up quick and we will see him come around there. So after the post-race conference, you know, most riders said that they really enjoyed this format. They liked it better than last year with the shorter main events. They liked the 3 consistent main events this year. I personally am a huge fan of the Triple Crown now. I think it provided some very exciting racing. It doesn't get much better than that. To go out and get 3 starts, 3 winners, possibly, in one night, that's a really great opportunity for those guys. And to look at somebody like Adam Cianciarulo, you know, he really could have turned things around. Whenever he messed up in that first race, he could have rebounded easily in the second or third and came around overall. I think that's the biggest thing about these Triple Crown races is you don't have to be the one shot and done. You get a bad start in your first main event, you're not going anywhere. Look at the talent depth in the 450 class right now. You know, a guy like Justin Hill, if he was to get a whole shot, I think he could be another one of those 2 winners. But if he starts back in, say, 10th place, you know, he's not going to have the elbow grease to get up there and put it on the podium, because there's just too many great riders in this field. I mean, all of which are past champions except Joey Servace. So, I mean, put that where you want it. Moving to Oakland, though, do you think we'll see a new winner this week? I kind of think that we're going to see either Ken Roczen or Eli Tomac take over for the top step of the podium. You know, these guys they're chomping at the bit every week, and they're getting closer and closer, and they're 2 past champions, so they're probably going to be there. Also, guys, I'm almost to 100 subscribers. If you go ahead and subscribe, if I get 100 subs this week, I'm going to do a cool little pit bike video. Hopefully get some wheelies, some stoppies, I don't know, something along those sorts. So shout out to all of you guys who subscribe. I appreciate the support. You guys are the best. And as always, keep it on 2 wheels. Catch you on the flip side.